does this, good morning, how's everybody doing? What does this look like to you? I'm going to explain to you what it is. It's upside down, first of all. And this is only one partition. Okay, now I'm going to continue. This is what I call the Mayan time gear. The reason for that is if you look online, the gearing of the teeth of the Mayan grid, okay, it's 7 and 13 and a total of 20. So what I did is I looked at this setup, and I connect 7 and 6, 13, and 4 and 3, 7. So would you not think that 7 and 6, 13 equals to the same lower level of 3 and 4, 7? Or would it be 1 and 6, okay, connected to 7 and 6? So both 7 and 1 are connected to 6. Both 9 and 3 are connected to 4. And this creates the, and you can do it all the way around. We can connect the 8. See the way we do this, right? Well, we can do 729, which is the Earth diameter, to 183. I forget what that is. I have it down in my book, 183, many, many times. There's a cycle, 183. 8 plus 2 plus 2. I don't have it here, but I've done it many times. I see 813 in a lot of places. And even in Saturn square, you'll see 492. And that cycle. So, right, so we're going to get back to this. Where are we here? 1 second. Here. So when we put this together, what I have done is I went from, let's say this is an area, and I didn't do it in squares, I did it in rectangulars, because that's the way the roulette is done, that's the way plywood is being sold in lumber. It's all a linear calculation. It is more to the length than the, than the width. The length is 2 times the width, a 2x4, or a 2x8, or you know, just whatever has been created in this world is because, whatever. Let's just, and so what I'm going to do is instead of taking what is in the center over here, let's call that the ho-ho-ho position, because the odds, right, is 35 to 1, which creates 15, 8 equaling to 23. So it's actually hua. So if you're saying hua, and where do I get the ah from? Okay, I'm going to explain where I get. First of all, I'm going to show you the outside line. Then I'm going to show you the inside cut over here. The gold, right? The golden one is the chip. The chip, or the coin. What is the difference between round and what is the difference between square and all our shapes? We're going to get into that. It's all discussable. When I put this, I'm showing you half of one side. I could be showing you a hamburger bun. At the same time, it is between the diameter and the circumference. Circumference, inside the word, if you listen to the words of our creation, it's fence. To be closed in, enclosure, so that the circle is an enclosure of what the diameter, now meter, when the meter is running, what can that mean? An area space that we are using? What is ID? What are the conjunction of the numbers? But let's just finish. So we get this design, and we can see there's more designs that will come. We get the big area here, and you notice the way the road comes in here, goes down here, and then passes through here. And then we have a transition place over here, and we have a bigger gap over here than here. What happens, okay, and the reason for the gap is when you go to roulette, okay, here is number 1. Here is number 4. Here's here's 3, here's 6, here's 9, here's 12. Here's 1, here's 4, here's 7. Oh my God, 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. It turns to a black number. So I have to format that my rotation keeps flip-flopping both ways. Now the rotation in numbers that flip-flop both ways is in the numeric cycle of 3. Okay, in other numeric cycles, and I'm going to just put this on the other side. I'm going to speak about that in a second. When I put this, okay, up the other way, what happens if I put this on? If I put this up the other way, what will I get in design? What will the design be? We can see a larger space off, and we have a passage right over here. And that passage, let me take a look. 1, 4, 7, 10. 10, 11, and 12. 33 is my passage over here. Although these areas here, what happens is I want to connect this area here and this area here. And these are the lines that make the connection, even if I'm passing through. And then what we can do, if you want, we can continue this down here, and it can just keep continuing. So we have the mirror this side, right, where, hold on a second. The mirror on this side, see where the way it's going down, down, down. And then we have this side. Is there a difference between this side and this side? Okay, so we've done that. Okay, that's the Mayans. The other thing I wanted to show you is I was talking about numbers, right? Numbers. So what happens? I didn't want to get into this in this video, but we're going to do it. First, I'm going to show you a few more pieces of art. This is Leo's page. We started the alphabet with A. We went backwards, ABC backwards. And it's ironic because when we start counting, right, in the legal count online, what they use in professional stuff like NASA, T minus, they start at T minus. So minus says sun. Minimum, sun. We almost like saying dim sum, almost like saying Sunday. T, okay, as is G, are the points to where 55 is on each side, and that's a passage. Your passage is 575. It also can be noted to be DNA. Why? What connects 55? It is 6688. That's where we are split. Where do I get all these numbers from? Oh my God. The reverse side of a 6 dot is the 8, void. Total of 9. Always remember, total 9. Dim sum. Dim means middle, or mi. In French, it's halfway. D is for Mars. This equation here, okay, in MID would actually say 1049, or that's the way I want to put it, M equaling to 1000, I equaling, sorry, we did that wrong, a little teeny weeny, it's 1041. It's 1049. That's, no, it's wrong, hold on. I'm not sure the way you would do it, but I'm going to go 1499. 500 minus 1, 1499. Talking about Jupiter, a gateway moon, DNA, house planet. Where do I get all this? Well, the number 14 is for the letter N. I always bring that into birth. EN, sounding house. Ne, house of AI. When you get number 9, you automatically have 1 stowed inside the 9. Another way to make the 9 is through what is 13, and numeric value 13 equals to 99. It is the helper of 86. 99 helps 86. The difference is 13. It's a game. It's actually a TV show with numbers, and this is the way they had it. And it also works out that 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, where 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, this will equal to what is 86, this will equal to 43. They are half of one another, and 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals to 7 equals to 6, 42, and 15 equals to, and 13 equals to 55. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. And here is where you get your 4, 3 from. Your 4, 3. 13 comes out of here. 42 comes out of here. The two equations that come together. They're the spirit of 76, which is announced all the time. O and U comes into location. R and R, where E and E come in. It's just ironic. 10 and 36 come together. It's birth in the house. It's birth in the mirror house. I don't know how to explain 10. I've seen it so many times. Sun, moon, gate to be discussed. We'll take that out of the way. What is happening on 4 squares? So on 4 squares, okay, what is happening is these two are both 17 to 1. This one over here is 8, 8, 8, 8. So when you calculate, have this calculation, you say, well, this one gets an 8, this one gets an 8, but the 4 of them together will get an 8. It can land anywhere. But if we counted each one for an 8, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 for this 8. So that's 32. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 for this 8. And that's 32 and 32 and 32. That's how we look at the equation, even though it's only 32. The areas over here, okay, are all 17 to 1. The center area will get 68. 1, 2, 3, 4. This area will get 34. 34. This area is going to get 51. Okay, but there has to be, is there one above it? Above this one over here. If there is one, we get another one, and it also becomes 68. But there is no other to this side, and there is no other to this side over here. Here at the lowest will be 0 or double 0. And at the same time, if you split the 0, double 0, because there is a split between that number, I'm going to look it up. Let me see. And all our information is, we have all the codes. 0, double 0 split with the 2 in roulette. Zero, double 0 split roulette. Here. So if you put a chip just over here, you're going to get another 17 to 1. You put a chip over here, you get a 17 to 1. If you put a chip over here, that's only going to pay you the 2 at 11 to 1. It's the only one on the board, right, that will do it up with the zeros. But there's an 11 to 1, all the 3s. All the 3 combinations are 11 to 1. So we have 1, 2, 3 areas over here. We're going to use this area over here, but we can do it here, and we can do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the only one you can do with 5. Okay, it's the only one you can do with 5. So this one is going to be 17 times 5 is 85. It's the only one. 2 is the only one that brings in the silver matrix. Plus the 35 to 1 that you can bet on, okay, is 120. Plus the 2 8 corners, okay, is 136. Now, the 2 8 corners, now this is going to give you 3. So there's no 8 corners. This is going to give you 3. So it's going to give you an 11 to 1 or an 11 to 1. So by putting it here, right, we're going to get 11 to 1. And putting it here, we're going to get 11 to 1. That's 158 if I get that right. Plus, how many singular chips? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot this one over here. And that's the split between 1, 2, and 3 numbers. This is the split between 1, 2, and 3 numbers. 1, 2, and right. This is the split between, right, I forgot that one also. Equals to 169, 13 by 13. Only number 2 can do that with 0 and double 0. Would you like to see that again? I'm going to write it down again. Then we're going to end the video, do another one. So what happens? We're just going to do it with number 2 right now, okay? And so we put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. That is 3 by 11. Okay, how much, what do we do the total betting only with the 2? We have one here, and that's 35. We have one here and here with the other numbers. Okay, here, here, and here. Okay, whoop, I forgot here and here. So we have 5 times 17. We have 3 times 11 and 1 times 35. Do we have anything else? We can bet 1 over here. I'm not going to use anything else. So that'll be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 153. Let's see if I got that right, because that says ace sun. Let's go. We got 4 by, oh, we didn't do the 4 by 8 32s. 1, 2, 3, sorry, 1, 2, that's 16. 2 by 8 equals to 16. These are 8 to 1s connected to a 2. So we have 169 as we spoke, and 11 equals to 180. Perhaps we can use 180 degrees. And the even, betting on an even is 1. Not only that, now we have all the areas. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have an 11 to 1 here. Right? 11 to 1 here, 11 to 1 here, 11 to 1 here, okay? Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I get that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 11 plus 11 chips is 191. When you add up 1 through 19, it equals to 191. And then the extra chip on the side, bringing all 3 numbers together once the 2 comes in. And I think that's what I added over here, the 11 to 1. But that's the extra chip, makes it 192. So 19 and 29. What are they? You must bring them together for your creation. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.